So I'm going to talk a little bit about coincidences. So I actually have somewhere that I need to be in the morning that I need to be alert at, need to be on my toes. I need to do some homework and some backup study for. And every single night of the job hunt thing, I've had absolute peace and quiet. Of all nights, Monday night, tonight is the night that the neighbors want to blast some music. And it's nothing I can say. So I guess this is perseverance. I'm going to try to sleep through it. Look at it as a joy and a pleasure. I get to enjoy some music without having to try to turn on the radio. And I'm just going to go to sleep. I'm going to try to. I'm going to close my eyes at least. I didn't get a chance to soak my feet. I ate about 5 pickles, hot and spicy pickles, and some Ritz crackers. And I'm about to close my eyes and go to sleep. And hopefully I will wake up. I need to really be out by 5 in the morning. Um, so I know I'll probably end up waking up to use the bathroom like 2 or 3. Anyway, how many hours is that? 9 to 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 21, 1 to 2. So if I go straight to sleep, that's fine. I can wake up at 2 or 3, soak my feet, make my lunch, uh, get my clothes together because I don't know what I'm going to wear yet. But it needs to be super conservative and at least have the appearance of trying to be professional. I need to look good. True story, I need to look good. So everything's great. Everything happens for a reason. So temperance, and I need to learn how to be patient with the job thing. Patient, patient, patient. People interviewing me, and that's the theme of today: patience. I have a lot to say about that. I'm gonna just touch on them real quick though. The interview, patience. Um, Sometimes people make mistakes and they misspeak. The woman said I was basically hired, then not. Then second one not. Then again I was. Patience. Fast food place. The lady, she made it clear that what she thought about me, that I was trying to take her permission, her position, but she still wanted to hire me. And then she's just making it clear who runs things by just taking calling me one day, then waiting 3 days later calling me again. Or maybe she just got things to do, but it's God's will for me to learn patience. That's why patience. This one company that I applied for like 10 times, and then they responded to me with a start date that was like a month behind. And then I tried to call them, they didn't answer. But they called me and were very warm. I didn't get to talk to them, but left a very nice, warm message about my voicemail and for me to contact them. Patience, okay? Um, Patience not only with other people but with myself. I do try very hard. I do try my best when I know people love me and care about me, and that's people, places, things, companies. I do 110%. I go above and beyond. But if for any little teeny reason I feel they don't like me or they don't appreciate me, you know, I don't. You know. Now the thing about the research that I said I was going to do about homeowner, about this different company thing that I said I was going to do, I didn't do the research. Maybe a little bit of it was because hey, they didn't choose me right off the bat, or they changed their mind, But the big part of it was that I needed a job. You know what I'm saying? So I had to job hunt. I was job hunting the whole time because I didn't know that I even had an opportunity to come in. You know, so I didn't do that homework. I was busy job hunting. Okay. So, anyways, patience is a virtue for today. Patience. People have patience with me, and I don't even realize it. Patience. Oh, and I was rude today, and I really want to apologize. There was a couple of people, and I can't be having like all these profiles up, and then when people in the real world say something to me, and it's not because I'm trying to be rude. I don't know how to respond. Like for example, I'm taking my 10-mile walk down the street, and some guys yelling something at me, and I'm for me, for a woman, you know like I'm walking a long way, so I have one, like little teeny, y'all saw a little teeny tank top, and a little skirt. And the reason why is because it's cooler, and it's the spandex is more breathable. But and the skirt was not spandex, by the way, but the tank top was. But you know even though I'm on a mission, people that are driving by don't know that I'm on a mission to take care of business. They might think otherwise, you know. And so when I have people yelling out the doors and cars and stuff at me, I ignore them, because for me to interact back with those people, it appears that I am, you know, so I don't, you know. But, you know, black people are a little bit different in that a lot of black people I notice, and I am black. I don't have to explain all that. But anyhow, a lot of black people that I notice, that's what they, you know, on the level that I'm at, they're yelling out the car windows and, you know, just being disrespectful. But, you know, sometimes that's just the way that they communicate. It's not about disrespect. This person was trying to get my attention, you know, and I didn't hear what they were saying. I wasn't trying to, because, again, I didn't want to cause any type of scene or make it seem like something it wasn't. But the reality of it is, hey, this person might recognize me from local space or something and just letting me know, because I've been posting all my job hunt stuff up there, like, hey, you know, you on my Moco Space page or something. I don't know what he said. I just knew he was hollering at me. He could have been saying that though, and he could have, and then I know he kept continuously hollering, and then he was like, "Did you hear me? Did you hear me?" So obviously, whatever he's saying, he thought was important. But on the other hand, it could have been something different. He might have been saying, "Good luck on your job hunt," or "Did you go into any interviews today?" But and I think that's part of being a woman too, addressing people whether they're rude or not rude, so that you don't miss out on good opportunities. And I think I missed out on, and then I am naive. I admit that too. I may have missed out on an opportunity tonight. I was walking back, and there was this guy, and in the dark he looked pretty good. You know, my type. I'm non-sexual. I am just trying to better and improve myself. That's what I want. If there's any, and I'm sorry if I offend y'all by saying the S word, but if there's any sexuality at all about me, it's just for me privately. It's not for anybody else. And this person, though, I have to admit, or I don't know, maybe it's that time of month for me. My hormones change up then too. but this person, to me, I'm usually attracted to black men, like big black men. But this person, to me, it was something about him. I guess you call it swag. It was very attractive, and he wasn't black. He could have been light skinned black or mixed black, and I couldn't see because it was pretty dark. But it was something about him that was very sexy. Something, and like I said, I'm a 40-year-old woman, so I don't know how to respond in those situations. That's kind of awkward, because I'm like, and not only am I 40, but it's been a while, so I don't know, like, I don't know how to respond. I don't know what to do. Like, he came up to me and started talking, and I mean, he was just real, real cool and stuff. He's like, "Oh, I know what he said." He's like, "Oh, I just have to tell you, you're so beautiful." And I'm thinking, it's dark, he can't see me. But then again, you know, like I said, I post stuff. Maybe he seen me on a page or something, and maybe he thought that was beautiful. Light skin. He appeared to be like Hispanic, but dark Hispanic. Like, I don't know how to call it, different. But most people, most of them, they like dark women. So I don't know. But he seemed really sincere about it. Um, he seemed sincere about it. And so I was just sincere and told him straight up, well, thank you, but I really don't know what to say to that. I don't know how to, interact on that level. I don't know what to do with that, but thank you. And so, I felt awkward. I didn't know like where to go with that, but obviously he wanted conversation. I didn't know what to do. I wasn't going to stop and, like stop going from where I was going and have a conversation with him. So I was it was awkward. So I was just like, well, where are you from? And then he told me his story. Then he asked me about me. I told him my story. Then it got to the point where we were getting really close to my home base, and I was just like, well, I have to stop you right here. Then he was like, can I get your name? And I was just like, no. And the thing is, I'm different like that. I don't, for me, that's kind of forward, um, because for me to give you that, I have to like you, or there has to be a purpose. And this guy, this music is really loud. This guy, I don't know if, I don't know if he's only, it's so distracting I can't even talk. But I don't know if he, I don't know how old he is for one. You know what I'm saying? Me being 40, if dude is 25, that's just like, that's, I feel like that's irresponsible. You know what I mean? I don't like the flirty gamey thing. Um, I do remember how that feels because I felt it when he was talking to me like that. I felt the flirty gaminess. And if I was 20 years younger, I'd be all smiling, yeah, you can get my number. Or, no, I wouldn't say that. But I would have been nicer. And so when I said no, you could tell he immediately got offended. It was almost like I slapped him in the face. And I want to apologize to that guy. I might never see him again to be able to apologize directly, but I am apologizing to him. I'm sorry. I just didn't know how to interact on that level, and I didn't want to give you my name. And I would have just been like, let me get your number. But then, for a female, I didn't want to seem forward myself, and jumping the gun. And then if I asked him for his number and he happened to be like 20, then I mean that makes me look bad. So, um, and especially like when guys that age are probably thinking about one thing, and then when it comes to the point in our conversation where he makes it clear that he's thinking about that one thing, and then it's me that asked for the number, you know. So I don't know. So that's it. And I guess he felt offended maybe because he stopped what he was doing and turned around to go in my direction, whereas he was originally going where he was going. But I guess everything happens for a reason. But I do feel bad because I felt that he was really offended. You could tell by his body language. It was as if I had slapped him in the face. Really, literally slapped him. But I didn't. All I said was no. You know, that's something that I have to learn how to handle. Because when I was younger, even in college, like my professors saw that about me. Like they would see a guy ask me out in class, and I would just say no, or I would say, let me check my calendar. And I was serious. So, and my professor was just like, you have to be softer. You have to say thank you, just like you would in a business letter, even in those personal situations where somebody's flirting. Thank you for coming to speak to me. I know that must have taken a lot of courage. You know, I really am flattered that you asked me such and such and such. But see, and there's no excuse because I don't never have a man. I'm always single. But what would be my but? See, I don't even think about it that much. It's just no. So I would have to think about it. But anyways, God bless. I'm gonna try to go to sleep. Patience. I gotta be patient with this music because people are patient with me. So, but I don't want to turn it into a situation where it's a habit. You know what I'm saying? So, I love y'all. Good night.